Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my students. Today we will discuss the last part from unit life cycle of living thing. It is about why is it important to study the life cycle of living thing. So the last part from unit life cycle of living thing, we will discuss about why is it important to study the life cycle of living things. So the purpose we study the life cycle of living things. Okay, the next slide here. The reproductions of living thing, it can be affected by human activities and also the environment. So there are two factors that can affect the reproductions of living thing. It can be human activities and the environment. For example, human activities. Human do some activities that can destroy, that can damage the natural habitat, so it also affects the reproductions of living thing. Or the environment, for example, the temperature that's so extreme, is there food or no in this habitat? And then also when there are natural disaster, kalau ada bencana alam, it also affect the reproductions of living things. So there are two factors here that can affect the reproduction of living thing. It can be human activities and also the environment. And then when the living thing do not produce enough young to replace that die, we said that the living thing extinct. Extinct, it's mean punah, extinction. So when the living thing do not produce enough young to replace that die, when the living thing do not produce enough young, tidak berkembang biak lagi, to replace that die, we said that the living thing are extinct. Kita bilangnya punah, extinction. Extinction mean there are no more organism left. Benar-benar tidak ada satupun in this world. The organism left in this world. So for extinction means there are no more individual, no more organism left in this world anymore. For example, I said dodo extinct. So it means you cannot see dodo anywhere, tidak dimanapun in this world. Before the living thing extinct, they will be endangered. Jadi pertama hampir punah dulu, endangered, after that extinct. So when the living thing do not produce enough young, the living thing will be endangered, after that it will be extinct. So that we have to save, yang harus kita selamatkan, when the living thing are endangered, we have to do something. Ketika living thing-nya endangered, hampir punah, we have to do something before the living thing extinct. Okay, now this is the example. These are the example of extinct animal. You can see the picture here. There is dodo. Dodo are extinct because this is the flightless bird, tidak bisa terbang, and then it has short leg, so it is easily to be caught by another animal. Mudah ditangkap, mudah diburu by another organism, oleh makhluk hidup yang lain. And then you can see here the next extinct animal. This is Tasmanian wolf. Tasmanian wolf are extinct now because of competition with other animal for food. Jadi dia Tasmanian wolf ini compete with other animals, with the white dog. Dia berkompetisi dengan hewan lain for food, untuk berebut makanan. So now the Tasmanian wolf are extinct. These are the example of the extinct animals. You cannot see in this world anymore. So we study the life cycle of living thing to understand the cycle, so we can help to conserve endangered animal. Jadi, what is the purpose we study about this, teacher? To understand the cycle, so we can help to conserve endangered animal. So we can find the ways to conserve endangered animal. Jadi kita bisa menyelamatkan hewan yang hampir punah by understand the cycle of the animals. Okay, what are the example of endangered animal that we will discuss today? The first here, sea turtles, penyu laut, dan orangutan. So there are two endangered animal that we will discuss today, sea turtles and orangutan. Okay, the first here, sea turtles, penyu laut. Sea turtles are endangered animal because the first reason they are hunted for their beautiful shells and meat. Jadi memang sengaja hunted, diburu for their beautiful shells and meat karena cangkangnya yang cantik dan dagingnya. And then the second reason because their eggs are eaten by human and other animal. So how could they hatch? Bagaimana mau menetas? Because when they are still egg, they are eaten by other living thing. So there are two reasons. Ada dua alasan. The sea turtles are endangered because they are hunted, and their egg are eaten by other living thing. So how to conserve? Bagaimana cara menyelamatkan? Bagaimana cara melestarikan this living thing? The first here, we can keep the habitat where they live clean. The way to conserve the sea turtles, we can keep the place where they live clean. And then the second reason, because we know that they are hunted for their beautiful shells and meat, so we have to ban the people from hunting it. Harus dilarang ya, ban the people from hunting it. We may not hunt the sea turtles. And then you can see the picture here, the picture of the egg of sea turtles. We know that people, manusia, and also animals eat the egg of sea turtles. So how to conserve? We may not touch or collect the sea turtle eggs. Ya, we may not touch or collect the sea turtle egg. Apalagi memakan, we may not touch. Kita nggak boleh menyentuh bahkan collect the sea turtle eggs. Even we make the hatcheries. Bahkan kita bisa buat hatcheries, tempat penetasan to keep the eggs safe until they are hatched, sampai mereka menetas. Jadi people make the hatcheries, membuat tempat penetasan to keep the egg safe until it is ready to hatch. And then here the next organism that are endangered is orangutan. Why are the animal endangered? Because of deforestation. Deforestation is mean clearing the forest, penebangan hutan. Of course, this can lose the habitats of orangutan. When they do not have habitat, how could they live? How could they get their food when there is no habitat? So the reason why are orangutan endangered? Because of deforestation. So how could we conserve it? Bagaimana cara melestarikan, menyelamatkan hewan ini? The first way, by setting up national park, membuat taman nasional and protected area in the forest. So we left the habitat for orangutan in the forest. And then the second, by setting up the protected place, menyediakan tempat yang aman for the young of orangutan. Because we know that the mother of orangutan, they give birth every 5 to 8 years. After that, the baby of orangutan, this is still with the mothers, sama ibunya before they are ready to survive by itself. Jadi mereka belum bisa survive, they still with the mother until a few years. So when you want to conserve orangutan, so you have to conserve the young by setting the protected place to the young. Okay, this is how to conserve the orangutan. Okay, so why we need to conserve the living thing? The first, to prevent the extinction, mencegah kepunahan. So there always be a diversity of living thing. Jadi living thingnya tetap diverse, tetap beragam. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you, my students. Now you can open your book to do the task, page 41 up to 42, and then you can submit your book on Saturday. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.